report to you about the teachers as a curriculum leaders. So, at this time, let us hear the first reporter about the key roles of teachers as a curriculum processes.
Key roles of teachers as leaders in curriculum processes. Teachers play an important role in almost activities related to curriculum processes. Teachers shift implementers of the curriculum as they are directly involved in the teaching and learning process. Teachers, catalyst of development of individuals and societies. Teachers' strong passion for mission to make a positive difference in the lives of the students. Teachers, key sources of knowledge and developers of skills and values that are imperative for human life. And the teachers is the curriculum leaders in the education system.
The teacher as a curriculum leaders in instructional planning process. Instructional leadership is one of the functions of curriculum leaders. They may need to do the following: supervise the implementation of curriculum and academic standards, promote a school culture and climate conducted to teaching and learning, communicate the philosophy, vision, and mission of the school, train teacher and school staff, lead in the development of purchase of instructional materials, prepare the school budget for instruction, observe classes of teachers, check assessment tools, exam and authentic assessment. In 1996, Racer and Dick developed an instructional planning model that presents a very logical sequence of instructional planning, emphasized the importance of analyzing and content and the learning characteristic while the teacher select the lesson objectives. Also put emphasis on the development of assessment tools after identifying the objectives of the lesson. In the model, this includes the instructional procedure, motivation, presentation of objectives, recalling prerequisites, skills and knowledge, presentation of information and examples, practice and feedbacks, and assessment. Summary. Instructional media and other instructional materials play important role in instructional teachers need to select the instructional implement the objectives. Instructional media and other instructional materials play an important role in instructional teachers need to select the instructional media. They can be used to help effectively implement the objectives of the lesson. Implementing instruction includes the actual teaching and learning process. The last part of the process in the revisation of instruction. In this process, the teacher will use the result of student assessment in revising instruction. Instructional media and other instructional materials play an important role in instructional teachers need to select the instructional media. They can be used to help effectively implement the objectives of the lesson. Implementing instruction includes the actual teaching and learning process. The last part of the process in the revisation of instruction. In this process, the teacher will use the result of student assessment in revising instruction.
The next subtopics of the teacher as a curriculum leader is the teacher as a curriculum leader in the K-12 education reform. Teacher as a role of or as a leader, a collaborative culture, use research to improve student, promote professional learning, facilitate improvement in instructions of student learning, improve outreach and collaboration with families and the community. A teacher's role as a K-12 curriculum leaders who is designate a K-12, educate children between kindergarten and grade 12. Teacher as responsible for fostering students' ability to learn, identity, and for teaching them the information and skills necessary to succeed in the future. And a teacher as a curriculum leader are the facilitator within the school and be an important element in spreading and strengthening school reform and improvement, school culture, community, and characteristics of individuals.
My name is Idlin I. Labusan. For our last topic, we will talk about developing teachers as curriculum leaders. Curriculum leaders are trained and developed through our products of different in-service and free service teacher education programs. They also develop their skills from their teaching experience and encounter were great teachers. They are products of mentors and inform supportive professional work environment. There are few important factors that need to be considered in the development of teachers as curriculum leaders. First, teacher empowerment. Teachers need to be empowered to make important decisions, solve problems, take action, and innovate in their own school. As a teacher, we need to be empowered because our profession is to share knowledge to the student and also to mold them as a successful person someday. That's why we need to take action in aspect of problems and also innovate our schools and classes. Second, efficient system. Teachers need to work in an efficient working environment. They need to be part of a system that is collaborative, professional, and effective. The teacher needs to be connected in the learning environment because this is a part of our profession and also it is help us to grow more as a teacher. Third, mentoring system. Teacher, especially the neophyte teacher, need mentoring from effective and model mentors. Fourth, administrative support. Teachers will need full support from the administration, especially when they want to innovate or develop good programs for the school and for their students. Fifth, learning community. Teachers must experience to work in a learning community where all behave as professionals, avoiding any forms of professional jealousies and free from insecurities. Teachers need to learn and share best from curricular and instructional practices from to each other. Finally, continue when professional development is needed to be ensured the development of teacher to perform leadership pros in total curricular processes. Like any leaders, they need support from various individuals and groups, especially in their schools. Now, here are the cases that we should always remember. Teachers are considered curriculum and instructional leaders in various levels of education. As curriculum leaders, they perform different roles and functions that are essential in planning, design development, implementation, and evaluation of the curriculum. First, they provide technical support in curriculum planning. Second, they design curriculum from basic education to higher education. Third, they help develop the curriculum content and activities including assessment tools. Fourth, they implement the curriculum in various capacities as administrators and classroom teachers. Fifth, they help evaluate the curriculum. Sixth, they introduce curriculum innovation. Instructional leadership is one of the functions of teacher as curriculum leaders. Are first, supervise the implementation of curriculum and academic standard. Second, promote a school culture and climate conducive to teaching and learning. Third, communicate the philosophy, vision, and mission of the school. Fourth, train teachers and school staff. Fifth, lead in the development or purchase of instructional materials. Sixth, prepare the school budget for instruction. Seven, observe classes of teachers. And the last one, check assessment tools, exam and authentic assessment. That's all my report.
Teacher as a curriculum leaders of 21st century learning. The 21st century is marked with various changes and challenges brought by forces like globalizations, changing individual and social value systems, economic situation, political issues, cultural diversity factors, massive influx of information technologies, environmental issues, and increasing amounts of information made available to the public. So these are factors that demand that education must innovate and reshape itself to meet the needs and challenges of people and the society. Teachers will teach millennials learners who were born in an era where information technology is leading and shaping the renaissance of the society. So we are living a 21st century era. Of course, they need to develop new curriculum materials, and instructional design will prepare the learners to meet the need and demand of the 21st century learning. Middlewood and Burton 2001 noted that the 21st century teaching and learning would need a completely new paradigm of learning. Paradigm means a way of looking at something or reset of idea. This new paradigm of learning focuses on developing critical thinking, creativity, communication skills, collaborations. Low and Glover 2000 also identified new features of education focused on learning how to learn, learning as a process, a journey, learning as a lifelong process, teacher as a learner. So, in learning how to learn, it is the pursuit and process in learning it to overcome obstacles to learn successfully. Learning as a process that leads to change which occurs as a result of experience and increase the potential for improved performance and future learning. Learning as a lifelong process. It refers to the process of gaining knowledge and learning new skills throughout your life. Teacher as a learner. It is learning by design. Teachers and students are learners, and students teach their teacher via the response they make to the teacher's design, which they create and enact, and more directly via the transfer of knowledge and know how that the teacher may lack. There are several developments which have significantly influenced curriculum development and teaching and learning in the 21st century. Increasing discoveries on how the human brain works, idea of learning style and thinking reference, ICT integration in education, developments of learning organizations.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Marilyn Lalag, BEd 3 Batch 3. So my report is all about reflections on teacher as curriculum leaders. Teachers are considered curriculum and instructional leaders in various levels of education. As curriculum leaders, they perform roles and functions that are essential in planning, design, development, implementation, and evaluation of curriculum. Back to you, Mary Joy.
Thank you so much, Marilyn Lalat. And that was the end of our report. I hope you understand about the teachers as a curriculum leaders. God bless and thank you for listening.